Hello everyone, I am Sudip Chakraborty and today we are going to discuss about a very important chapter, final accounts. Final accounts, also known as financial statements, it is a very important chapter from your exam point of view because other chapters like depreciation, partnership, company accounts, non-profit organization, all these chapters have a direct relationship with this chapter. ଯଦି ଆମେ ଏଇ chapter concept clear नथिबा then ଆମେ other chapters रे struggle କରିବା because each chapter जो concept ଅଛି सेटा directly link ଅଛି with other chapters. In every chapter you'll find final accounts connection, profit and loss accounts हमको prepare କରିବାକୁ पड़ियो in all these chapters, whether it is company accounts, whether it is partnership. Okay, we have to prepare profit and loss account, we have to prepare balance sheet in all these chapters. So ଯଦି ଆମେ conceptually chapter ଟା clear न रहइबा then से बाकी chapters रे हमें struggle करिबा. So very important chapter. Let's start. And this chapter is divided into two parts: final accounts without adjustments, final accounts with adjustments. आजिर video रे मो discuss करिबी final accounts without adjustments. And ए video टा theoretical रहिबो, problem ପାଇଁ मो आउ गोटे video बनेइबी. And जदि आपनकर capital revenue items उपरे, capital expenditure, revenue expenditure, capital receipts, revenue receipts, आ उपरे concept जदि strong नहीं, concept clear नहीं, then I would request you to watch my videos on these topics. Link I'll share in the description because जदि ये concept clear न रहे आपनकर capital revenue items, capital expenditure, receipts, revenue expenditure, revenue receipts, deferred revenue expenditure, जदि ये concepts गुड़ा clear न रहे then a chapter बुझा गुटे difficult रहिबो. So you can watch that, you can watch those videos, then you can start watching this one. Link is in the description. So let's start now. सबुठ आगे में देखिबा accounting process. Accounting process starts with identification of transaction. First हमें transaction टाको identify करूछु, then से transaction टाको record करूछु में journal रे, and then हमें बनाउछु ledger, subsidiary books, and then हमें बनाउछु trial balance. और से trial balance रे हमें prepare करूछु final accounts. Final accounts, as the name suggests, it is the final stage of accounting. एटा वर्ष एंड रे में तैयारी करू. एंड आरो तीनटा कंपोनेंट है: ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट एंड बैलेंस शीट. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट एंड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट रू हमको प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस सिचुएशन विषय जाना पड़े. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज नोन एज इनकम स्टेटमेंट. एंड बैलेंस शीट रू हमको जाना पड़े अबाउट द बैलेंसेस ऑफ एसेट्स एंड लायबिलिटीज, or we can say financial position of the business. So that's why it is known as position statement. So in short, we can say final accounts are data statements type: income statement and position statement. So financial statements or final accounts are the summarized statements of accounting data that provides a clear information about the profitability and financial position of the business. And it consists of two statements: income statement, which consists of trading and profit and loss account, and position statement, which consists of balance sheet. Income statement reveals gross profit or loss, operating profit or loss, and net profit or loss. Gross profit or loss ta jana pade from trading account, operating profit and loss and net profit or loss ta jana pade through PL account. And position statement, that is balance sheet, it reveals the net balances of assets, liabilities, and owner's capital. Now let us understand more about trading account. So trading account ro first point hela, it is the first part of income statement. Income statement start hochi with trading account. Sabu to ame prepare for trading account, and it ame prepare koruchu to ascertain the overall result of trading, or we can say purchasing and selling of goods. So ame jo total throughout the year trading koruchu तार impact टा कौन रहिला, आमे gain करिलु ना आमे loss रहि गलु, सेटा जानिया पे आमे prepare करू trading account. So basically it reveals gross profit or gross loss. Next, opening stock, purchases, and direct expenses appear on the debit side. At a both important point, remember opening stock purchases and direct expenses. Indirect expenses will appear in profit and loss account, whereas direct expenses will appear on the debit side of trading account. Now, what do you mean by direct expenses? Direct expenses means expenses which are directly linked with production or factory. Factory related expenses, production related expenses like factory rent is a trading item, whereas office rent is a profit and loss item. Carriage inward is a trading item, whereas carriage outward is a PL item, profit and loss item. Factory manager's salary is a trading item, whereas office manager's salary is a profit and loss account item. Okay, so direct expenses will appear on the trading debit side. This is very important to remember. Wages is related to factory because wages naman pay koru workers manungu. So wages will appear on the debit side, but salary is paid to the official staff who work in the office normally. So salary is recorded in profit and loss account. Okay, and on the credit side we record closing stock and sales. ଆମେ ଯାହା ବି ସେଲ୍ କରୁଛୁ whether it is product or services ସେଟା ସେଲ୍ କରିକି ଯାହା ବି ପଇସା ଆସୁଛି that is recorded on the credit side of trading account. So in case of credit balance means the credit side is higher. So if the credit side is higher we call it credit balance. So in case of credit balance the difference टा बाहरिबो, the difference will appear on the debit side and it is called gross profit. And in case of debit balance, that means if the debit side is higher, then the difference will appear on the credit side and we call it gross loss. So gross profit baharu kinba gross loss baharu, it is going to be transferred to profit and loss account. Jodi gross profit baharla, then PL account credit side transfer hejibo, and jodi gross loss hela, then PL account debit side transfer hejibo. So this is the format. Just have a look. See the direct expenses, carriage of rent, inward, wages and salaries. Always remember one thing, if it is given wages and salaries, then it is a trading item. But if it is given salaries and wages, then it is a PL item, PL account. It will appear in the PL account. Remember this. Next. So let us discuss about profit and loss account. It is in the nature of nominal account, just like trading account. This is also in the nature of nominal account. As we know, we have personal account, real account, and nominal account. This one is in the nature of nominal account. That means debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So जदि किसी expenses and losses अच्छी तो इटा PL account रो debit side रे appear करिबो, और जदि किसी income या gain अच्छी then it will appear on the credit side of PL account. So as we know, gross profit or loss from trading account is transferred to PL account. Debit side I am record kuru all the indirect expenses and losses of the business like bad debts and indirect expenses. For example, already kohi salary, office rent, insurance premium, advertising, and many more. Credit side I may record kuru all the indirect incomes and gains of the business, such as commission received, rent received. Okay, आम जो रेंट देचु आमर ऑफिस रो गोटे पार्ट आम जो सबलेट करचु काहाकू तो आमको रेंट मिलिबो, दैट रेंट इज अ इनडायरेक्ट इनकम. Then discount received, it is a gain for us. Interest received on our investments, bad debts recovered, all these items will appear on the credit side of PL account. Indirect expenses कहले हमें कौन बुझुछु? Indirect expenses are basically divided into 5 categories. Office and administrative expenses, which includes office rent, lighting, stationery, legal expenses, selling and distribution expenses, which includes advertising, packing expenses, bad debts, insurance, and carriage outwards. Finance expenses, which includes interest on loan, interest on capital, and miscellaneous expenses, which includes repairs, renewals, depreciation, charity, and finally losses, which includes loss on account of fire not covered by insurance. Remember this. Jete bale amar loss hochi So suppose loss by fire hochi, fire द्वारा हमर किछि loss हैला, and if it is covered by the insurance then fine. Suppose हमर 1 lakh rupees रो goods damage हे गला, so insurance company हमको 80,000 रो coverage दे देला और 20,000 रो coverage हमें पाइलु नहीं. So that 20,000 is going to appear in the PL account. Then loss on sale of fixed assets, loss by theft. So this is the format. Just have a look. So now let us study about balance sheet. So balance sheet is a statement which shows the balances of assets and liabilities on a certain date. Remember this. Balance sheet is not an account. It is a statement. Okay, what do you mean by this? Since it is a statement, there is no debit or credit. There is no debit side, there is no credit side. And balance sheet, most importantly, it is prepared on a certain date. Balance sheet ta kona na se gotte particular date re business or financial position dekhouch. Balance sheet द्वारा मैं जानी पड़छु कि on a particular date what is the financial position of the business. Business assets केते अछि, liabilities केते अछि. Okay, on a particular date. बाकी सब accounts जोड़ा अछि सेटा throughout the year रो देखाउछ हमको, but balance sheet at a particular date रो देखाउछ हमको financial position of the business on a particular date. So trading and PL account are known as income statement, whereas balance sheet is known as position statement. And it is prepared at the end of the year on a particular date. And moreover, assets and liabilities जो हमें arrange करछु balance sheet रे ताको arrange करिबार दुटा मेथड अछि. गोटे हला liquidity method आ गोटे हला permanence method. We can arrange the assets and liabilities in a balance sheet either by liquidity method or by permanence method. So चलो तो बुझिनबा कि liquidity method कोन and permanence method कोन. Liquidity method रे कोन होछि ना assets ता arrange होछि on the basis of the liquidity. That means जो asset ता जते शीघ्र cash रे convert ही परिबो से asset ता आगे हमें ताको ऊपर रखिबा. जो asset ता बेसी शीघ्र cash रे convert ही परिबो ताको हमें ऊपर रखिबा. That means liquidity. Based on the liquidity of the asset, liquidity means your ability to convert into cash. For example, current assets, they are very liquid in nature. Okay, like cash in hand, cash at bank, they are known as liquid assets. Debtors are known as current assets, but cash in hand, cash at bank, they are known as liquid assets because they are highly liquid. So already cash form cash form convert then short term investments, they are also known as liquid assets. Very short term investments, in fact, that are mainly 3 months duration of time. So they are known as liquid assets. जो already cash form रे अछि या फिर cash form रे very easily within 3 months of period time convert हे परिबो into cash ताको हमें को liquid assets. So assets जोटा both liquid nature रे अछि means which are easily convertible into cash ताको हमें ऊपर रखियो और जोटा टिके बेसी टाइम लागियो convert होआ पे into cash ताको हमें तळे रखियो. And in case of liabilities हमें प्रायोरिटी देखिबा जो लायबिलिटी जो एसेट लायबिलिटी ता हमें हमको आगे क्लियर करियर अछि, जो लायबिलिटी हमको आगे पे करियर अछि ताको हमें ऊपर रखिया और जो लायबिलिटी हमको परे पे करियर अछि ताको हमें तळे रखिया. देन अंडर परमानेंस मेथड कोन होछि हमें देखुछु ड्यूरेबिलिटी लॉन्जिविटी जो एसेट ता हमें वेरी लॉन्ग टर्म पीरियड में किनुछु ताको हमें ऊपर रखुछु एंड जोटा शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन पे अछि ताको हमें तळे रखुछु. ओके, एंड इन केस ऑफ लायबिलिटीज जो लायबिलिटीज ता हमको एबे पे करियर नै जोटा कि पूरा लॉन्ग टर्म जोटा जत्ते लेट रे पे होबो से लायबिलिटी रे सेते ऊपर अपीयर करिवो आ जो लायबिलिटी ता जल्दी पे करियर अछि लाइक शॉर्ट टर्म लायबिलिटीज और करंट लायबिलिटीज सेटा तळे आसीबो. Okay, so let us have a look at the format. This is how balance sheet under liquidity method looks like. Okay, if you can see current assets, then fixed assets, your current liabilities, then long-term liabilities, and then capital. Capital, as we know, हमको last day pay करियर था because capital belongs to the owner. So that's why capital appears at the end in under liquidity method. Now balance sheet under permanence method. So if you can see capital जेहेतु हमको last day pay करियर था capital सब ऊपर appear कलर. Then comes your long-term liabilities and current liabilities जेहेतु हमको सब within a period of 1 year or 12 months pay करियर था. That's why current liabilities last appear करिला. And in case of assets, you can see fixed assets comes first, then comes your current assets. Because it permanence method रे आमे देखुछु longevity, duration. जो asset जते long term period पे किଣା आइछि सेटा सेते ऊपर appear करिवो. Okay, so I hope you're clear about this. So if you want to get notes, PDF notes of this video, then join my Telegram channel. Link to my description दे दीजिए. And if you want to get MCQs, multiple choice questions, and many more things, all this you will get in my Telegram channel. So join the Telegram channel and subscribe the channel and press the like button and share this video with your friends if you find it useful. And watch out for my next video. Thank you.